Good miracle morning to you guys. Hope you're doing well out there. I'm excited today. We just completed a weekend of finishing up the window ventilation system in the van. And today's video is going to be what we did to put this slider bug screen together. Now, we tried a couple of things. It took us a couple of months to find something that would work for us. And I wanted to share those two things with you so that, you would save yourself some time and some money and not try those in your van if you have one like ours. So the first thing that we tried was the Velcro hook and loop system. And basically the plastic that we have in our van, it just did not stick very well to. So once we completed the process, had everything sewn together and everything stuck up, I went to pop out the window and the whole system came with it. So that wasn't very ideal for us. So we just decided to ditch it altogether. The second thing that we tried was the exterior skeeter beater system. And although I wasn't a big fan in the beginning of having something on the exterior, I was a fan of buying something and having it just go up and not having to fool with it any further. But unfortunately, I just did not like the way that it looked. I didn't like the way that the magnets kind of scraped the van as you were trying to get the thing on and trying to get the thing off. They kind of just stuck together really, really quickly, and it was difficult for one person to put up easily. So I didn't like it being on the outside because it kind of took away from the stealthiness of the van, and it kind of led itself to potentially being stolen, although I'm sure you would hear the magnet scraping against your van as they were taking it away. So, but for those reasons, we decided to ditch the skeeter beater system and return it. The other thing that we tried is hopefully what's going to be the winning combination, and I'm going to show you guys that in the video today. Like I said, it took us a couple of months to try to find something. I think this is going to work for us. If you have any ideas out there, please let us know. We are new in doing this kind of a thing. We are certainly not professionals, and we are not seamstresses, so keep that in mind. All right. First things first, we had little O go ahead and put the reflectix into each of the windows so that we can keep that hot sunshine out. Now it's time to get busy. at this point, I have been able to make this double-sided tape and the magnets work all along the edging of, the screen. But when I get to the bottom, it's no longer this gray plastic that you see. It's this black plastic. And I've washed it, and I tried the double-sided tape, but it just did not work. So at this point, I have, finished up the bottom magnets, and I don't know what to do with this bottom part. I was thinking about maybe putting Velcro along this edging, and then either, just having Velcro, sticky Velcro on the top. I may have to sew it in because I'm just afraid it would pull off of this fiberglass style solar shade mesh. So I think that's what I'm going to try. My only thought is that when we get in and out of the van, car passing, when we get in and out of the van, is it going to make this Velcro that's on the carpet, will it make it come loose? So that's the dilemma right now. Okay, so I'm trying the sewing method, and the first thing that I noticed was that obviously the glue that's on the back of the Velcro, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Oh. Anyway, you might not be able to see it that well, but it's on the needle now, which does make the needle a little bit difficult to pass in and out of the Velcro once it, gets a bit of glue on it. And then as I'm sewing along here, you have to be careful with your thread, because it will get caught into this part of the Velcro, and it could just pull on it and cause it to break. So just wanted to give you those tips as I am trying this method out. So at this point, the Velcro didn't work. I went ahead and removed that. It wasn't going to stick to the carpet well. I tried to sew it into the carpet, but it just did not. I probably didn't have thick enough thread, strong enough thread, so it broke the thread, and I just realized that it probably wasn't going to work very well for a long-term basis. So at this point, I just removed the Velcro off of the mesh, and I'm going to probably just leave it as is for now. I think what we might try is we might just try to sew weights at the bottom of it, which means that I'm going to have to, it's going to be shortened a bit. So I don't know. If it doesn't work, that means it's going to be shorter, and there's going to be a bigger gap in between, the bottom of this step and the bottom of the curtain. But, I'm going to see how it works as is, and if it doesn't work well enough, unless you guys have an idea out there as to something else that might work better for us. The only two ideas I can think of at this point is either to add weights to the bottom of it and just sew them in as I've done along the rest of the sides, or to sew on some additional mesh fabric and just let it pull at the very bottom on the step. So those are the two ideas, but like I said, I'm going to leave it like is for now and just see how it goes.
One thing we would change in the future is to utilize a different mesh screen. I would suggest doing a test with a fan on the back side of the mesh before you use it. Also, the best part of this customization is that you're able to close the slider door and use those neodymium magnets to put the screen up in place while you're inside the van. And it works really great in allowing you to just pull it off the magnets, pop out that side window, and then hopefully allow all that nice air to flow through to your van. Jay is demonstrating here just how easy it is for you guys to pop that off, close the door, and put it back up to transition you from daytime to nighttime mode. So if you did choose a different screen mesh other than the one that we chose, you certainly would be able to, probably handle it a lot easier because ours is a bit thicker of a mesh, but also be able to pop out that side window and be able to allow the air to flow through much easier. And as for the leftovers of that mesh screen, I'm thinking that an exterior doormat is going to work really nicely. As always, you guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Take care and adventure on.